Okay, that launched without a problem. And I just found out from the applicant that it's going to be called, it's no longer going to be a Boba shop. Armenian cuisine. Okay. So we saved that. What I was trying to show you on Google Earth was that I remember this is the front of the restaurant and it goes to the back like this. And this is the front of a restaurant going to the back. So north is up this way, which is this way. So the north arrow is fine. So this is the as-built plan. As-built. And there's got to be no demo. Now, the only thing I could change in here, which I didn't want to do without being on with you, is all these interior dimensions. We don't need all of these. These are references that, and it's a 7-foot hood. As you see, this is 7'6". The hood's not there, though. I'll have to draw the hood in. But all these internal are not needed. That's giving the plan checker like too much information. You know, now the exterior dimensions are fine. We can keep those. But and it's nice. This says a 3-inch sill because that's actually there's a step there and it's a 3-inch step. So it's nice to keep that. And I keep the ceiling heights because I realize they do come in handy as we draw. But everything internal, I can leave this one because that's an opening. Although we'll have to close that opening. Although I realize it's going to get closed because when we... And all these dotted lines here, that's a soffit. And I can show you what that is. Get rid of that. So I don't want to confuse plan checkers to show them sill heights of windows because they may think it's a new window. So we don't have to show that. Don't have to show 2 inches there. Door is fine. You don't have to show this 2 inches or this 6 inches. And you have to show that 4 inches. That's a little cut in. Okay. And again, no sill heights. These are not new windows. Remove sill heights. You can leave 3 foot for the door. And that's a good as-built. Okay, we don't need these. You need to know the door and back here. It should be 3 feet, but these are okay. Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that. Okay. We really just need the dimensions between walls. Okay. So that's good. This is a really good as-built. We saved that. We have the different ceiling heights. We have a slope ceiling. Looks really good. So I'm going to go ahead and print this to PDF. It should already be, yep, Arch D, 1/4 inch scale. Oh, before I do anything, it does say 1/4 inch scale. Good. Because somehow it got to say 1/8 inch scale, which was totally wrong. Okay, we put that. It doesn't have to get overwritten because it's by itself. Actually, probably shouldn't keep that soffit there. The good thing is all that information is on. So I'm going to print this again because I don't want that soffit to be in the drawing. Again, it's going to give the plan checker information that he does not need, he or she does not need. That's what our other job is. We only give information that's needed. That will be overwritten. No, that wasn't ready to go. I just realized we need to put the hood in here. Now, when I draw a hood, choose nothing there. You make it thick 2, and it's, oops, and you make it a dotted line because it's above the ground. So tab at 7 feet, tab at 48 inches because almost every hood is 4 feet deep. And you put that there because if I'm not mistaken, oops, I didn't even go where I'm supposed to. These snaps are sometimes hard to do. There we go. Yeah, it actually drew in the flashing back there. And see, it fits perfectly between that. And there was a stock pot range there, I think. If I remember correctly, I'd have to review the pictures. Stock pot range. Let's bring that down to a 5 so it fits better. So save. All right, and then what we want to add are the dimensions. Make it a 9. You always have the dimension hoods. Okay, that's space bar and just move this down to the actual restricted call. Who's calling on the business line? Restaurant Consulting, Ted speaking. Anita, how are you? Uh-huh. As far as I know, we did, but let me open up my email real quick and double check because I do remember having that photograph. Let's see. I love you brunch. Okay. Let's see your request for it. Affidavit of posting. Okay, maybe I have not officially sent it to you. Let me attach, because I know I've got the photographs on my computer, so let me attach those right now. Let's see. Make sure this is filled out for you. I got the photographs of the posting, but let me make sure that the ENF is filled out. Let me see here. 20. How was your weekend?
It was good. Thank you. How about you?
It was nice. Got some work done, got some relaxation done. Now
Right.
I am not seeing a signed 207 ENF, so I'll have to get that back to you. I have the photographs of the posting, but not the 207 ENF. So let me get to the map maker and have her get that filled out for me, and
So,
I'll get that over to you
so
today.
that, so the two stuff they were posting, but then 207 and after the residents in 500.
Right.
And if there are, those letters have to go out, and I need to list all the residents that they sent to
Sure,
and
sure.
their
Yeah, I'll
addresses.
get that over to her. I'm surprised we didn't already. And I did send you the affidavit of posting. That is in the emails, but not the 207 ENF. So, let me hit cancel on this. Cancel on that.
I thought I looked and I didn't. Okay.
Affidavit of posting on March 24th
Oh, my inbox.
from PEP Restaurant
From,
Consulting.
from you?
Well, it's from PEP Restaurant Consulting. See, if you type in PEP, it'll probably come up. Yeah, I've got about 6 PDFs. They're minutes, the site plan, stuff like that, and then an F.
Wait.
If you click on it, it might expand it, then you can kind of scroll up because the last email in the string is from the 28th, so that's probably the one, yeah, that you're looking at. So if you
No.
click, Yeah, it says Edwin on it.
Yeah.
So, but you can't scroll up back because on that email string is the other email on my side. I could forward to you again if you need. Gotcha. Right. So I just forwarded that one to you. Give it about a minute, and then you can refresh, and they'll have the affidavit posted on it. Go interruption after interruption. So we were trying to dimension this hood. What were we trying to do? Okay, that's good there. I guess it's here. It got messed up. Yep. So 7 foot hood. Okay. And then there to there. 4-foot hood. Now I can print it. Okay. Save again. Hit print to PDF because that is an existing hood. And in fact, again, existing UL cooking hood. And let's make that a 9. Nope, too big. Actually, no. We can just move it up a little bit. Okay, save. Print to PDF. All right, or replace. And then we get our PDF here. And beautiful. There's our as-built. So now, what do we do next? I think you know already. We save as. We add 4 letters. Prop. And when I don't add a BS after it, I'm really talking about the health department floor plan, which now this changes to proposed floor plan. It could actually be a little bit bigger, 15. It's as big as we need it to be. Page A4. A4 is always our proposed. Okay, save that. All right, this is where we start to change things. Now, I know they want a second. Now, since that's, all right, let's just draw a second one. It doesn't have to be over that. We know it's going to be 7 feet by 48 inches. Now, what's the dimension on this? That is a 6.5-inch line. So if I okay, snap that there, and I just realized that it's not like that. It's gonna move over minus 6.5. Then you've got -1. Okay, go back, Control Z, -1/2, 0.5. There we go. Okay, because this little space in there, I'm gonna guess is, okay, that's saying 7 inches. Hold on. Let's use our measurement tool to go from here to there. And it shows a 1/2 inch. And that's basically the stainless steel backing. So this is where they want it to be. Obviously, it's cutting into here. And then obviously, we're going to be adding a wall. Click on your wall tool, go to your properties by right clicking. We always do 5-inch walls. There we go. Good. Now we're going to add a wall here. And then we're going to add at least half a wall there. And hit escape to stop drawing the wall. Now this is a metal edge that the client said he wanted to be on this side as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy. Oh, that's probably a whole thing. So let me do this. Let's. So let's take that polyline and move it over here. And it won't be as long. Let's change the snap to here. And then grab this and move it to this edge. And boom. Okay, so there's stainless steel flashing. Now, as you can see, it's cut into this. And let me show you what this is. P. This is Manti. How come I don't have my videos? Oh my God, I never uploaded my videos. Let me see if I uploaded them at least to the drive, because I will do them to the drive, but I won't download them. Manti. Let me see if yes, thank you. All right, download. So I at least put them to the drive. That's an important part. Let's go to downloads. Okay, we don't need this here anymore. I already copied those over. Preparing download. Okay, good. What's up, young man? It's gonna be 9:30. I'm trying to figure out if I want to go get breakfast. We wait till this appears as a folder, I believe. Because as you can see here, the progress line. Drag goes over there. This is all things that you'll be doing the draw because you have to access all these. All right. If we go in order, I know I took video on the outside before anybody got there. So garbage cans are out here. Garbage, we have to always tell health where garbage is. There's that top. This is the front doors.
The place.
So let's just kill this and move in.
All right, so
So now you're going to see what the
on
front
the
looks like. There's that
inside,
soffit I showed you, the dotted line. So here's pony wall.
this is basically concrete floor. We have a soffit ceiling.
And see, here's this pony wall. And they're going to bring, oh, that's right. They want to bring the wall to here. I just remembered that. So this, see that thing in this? Come on, God damn it. It's right here. It actually showed it shows this division. That's how accurate the scanning software is because they told me they wanted to bring the wall to here. So they're bringing the wall in, but then they're bringing the full height wall to here. So this is a 5-inch wall. Let's bring this down. If you just barely move so you get the purple lines will help guide sometimes. Okay. Now I can technically get rid of, oh, maybe not. Well, actually, yeah, no, you don't. You want to leave it up. So we're going to bring the full height wall. Yes. Okay, it's drawn on the wrong side. Remember how to switch that by clicking there. And it drives on the correct side. And we're bringing that full height wall to here. And then we're bringing it up here. And he wants to have about a, okay, I'm going to stop drawing with my mouse. And as you see in the angle in the bottom left, it says 89.95, even though it looks like it's straight up. So we just want to go tab to length, not worry about it. Tab to angle, but put 90, and that's straight up. Enter. And then I'm going to just hit escape for a second. I want to review my videos.
Counter is going to go here, a 3-foot opening here, a 40-inch, 8-foot opening here.
40-inch. That's what I wanted to know. So we can keep drawing the, oops, let's go the other side. I'm going to say 40, tab 90. There's your 40-inch opening. And then send the rest of it to the wall. Let's see, let's make it tab 48. That's too long. 40, too short. 45, 43, 44, tab 90, enter. And that's okay that it doesn't. Let's just put that there. All right, so that's all going to be new wall. There's your 40-inch opening. Now, when we draw new partition walls, we need to add design to them. So I can click on that, click on a wall, click wall, click wall. Okay, these are all new partition walls. Non-bearing, they're not holding any weight, but they're partition walls. And then that, let's move the snap to there so I can drag this down to this corner. And that is the metal flashing. Save. This is a food prep sink, and this is a floor sink. I think you know what a floor sink is. You can't see it in this. Because here's the food prep sink. There's a floor sink underneath it. There's a floor sink on this side for the ice maker. And there's the walk-in cooler straight back there, which is this right here. Control S. I gotta blow my nose. Oh. So this is going good. Now the reason I'm concentrating on this today is because A, I got to get it done. Got the drawing in maybe a week ago. But when I finish these plans for submittal, the company gets a payment. That's what we always put into our proposals is that when plans are ready to submit, we get a payment. And then the next payment will be after we start getting approvals. So we get our deposit, then we wait for the drawings to come back from Canvas, and then we do what we're doing to them right now. And see, this is good to know ceiling heights because the hood installers need to know how high the ceiling is. So that's what's I like to leave those on there now. And this is another 7-foot hood. By 4. There. And since this is above, that table can stay there. This table can technically, now, okay, what I have to now get rid of is, no, that line disappeared. So I'm going to move this all the way to here. Okay, and then this line, do the same thing, move it all the way to there. Because that's the counter, or that's where the counter is going to sit. And that is going to basically move in. Let me change the snap to this corner. Change this. Oh, wait a second. Are these just lines? So there's no, okay, we have to, okay, here's what we're going to do. We have to make these rectangles. So connect there and connect here. And as you see, this thing has the same problem. Connect there and connect there. And then this has got the same damn problem. Connect here and connect there. So now we can polyline. Oh, wait a second. I can get rid of that because now it's just a polyline. Okay, so this one, why am I doing all this? Is because see how they're inside the wall? We need to get them on the other side of the wall. And so I need to move that up, but I need to have, oh, because it'll highlight everything. There. And up, I didn't want to move the floor sink. That floor sink stays there because, okay, this is where we fill little things in. Put a floor sink in there because that's the size of a real floor sink. And all that was 4 lines. That looks like a real floor sink. But now, to do that, but not to move the floor sink, and then we move that up. And we technically want to snap this to the wall like that, but slide it over to kind of where it was. And now that's against the wall, so now I can bring this. Yeah, let's get this gone, which was the equipment without the bottom line. And now we can snap this to there, which gets it out of here. And then now you can bring this snap to this corner and bring it to here. Okay, and they don't have to be touching. This could actually come over to this corner. And I can move that over 3 inches. That's just a stainless steel table, I believe. Yeah, there's a sink. Oh, that's a work table. These are all work tables, actually. Okay, so this is actually, and it's a 5-foot work table. So what we're going to do is under counter cooler, spin this around 180 degrees, it is 5 feet. So now I can put that there and connect this to here. It's actually the same size. So let's make it 2'6". There we go. I forget when things are snapped, sometimes they don't. You have to move them off of the snap. Say it's 2'6", and then move it back to the snap. Otherwise, they do weird shit. And that's more like it. And then we can click on the polyline, get rid of the polyline. And then this one is the same, and it does come out more. And this is an under counter cooler. So we're going to just call it a work table. Under counter cooler, spin it around, and this one's going to be larger. So it's okay, first 180 degrees, and it's going to be 6 feet by 2.5, or maybe 3. So 6 feet by 36. And if we put that there and move this to here, because this comes out, definitely not that much. The other ones were 2'6", so let's make it 2'8". 2'8". So it's a little larger, but not a lot. And then let's get rid of the polyline. So that looks more realistic. Hit Control S like that. And then here's a stainless steel table. That's just, and that was over here, but they didn't draw it in. That's fine. You never know what they're going to draw in and not. And then, I'm going to take this little dotted line. All measurements I like to have is 9, list their exterior measurements. And so we're going to put 3'4". Get that out of there. Is that? Oh, I guess it's that one. Lots of stainless steel tables here. There's an ice machine here. That's the floor sink. So actually, let me grab another floor sink. F, floor sink, and put it right there. And then we'll get rid of those lines. And we will simply say existing floor sink. Existing floor sink, which it is, because we always have to let them know what's existing and what's new. This is one we might remove, depending. Floor sink. And they may cap off this floor sink because they don't need this prep table. But they need this for the ice machine to drain to. Let me. Oh, see, that's the problem. There's no rear line to this. Now, if I put the letters there, it'll snap. Ice machine. And we don't want to leave the line dotted, make it solid. And I really don't even want to leave that like that. See, I have an ice machine block. Here's an ice machine block. And so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to stretch it to where it really is. And then I can get rid of what was there. And get rid of that. Now all there is that block. Save. So really, this is it. This is basic. Now there's going to be a duct here and a duct here. There are 3 comp sink is back here. So I got some details to fill in. Mop sink, food prep sink, and sink. Those are the 4 sinks. You got a mop sink, food prep sink, 3 comp sink, and sink. And then this is a water heater right here. And there's the floor sink right here, actually. I just remembered that. Because all water heaters drain to a floor sink. I just recently learned that they have to drain somewhere. Make this a 6. And floor sink. Save. Okay. So I'm going to end this tutorial now because I might get something to eat. We're at 37 minutes. Thank you for watching. Thank you for learning. And look forward to